Yes, sir. Now it is recorded, sir.
But this should not be forgot actually.
Okay, sir.
And do one thing actually, or 1 minute, just tell the students to stay on a hold and pick up that landline.
Okay, sir.
I'll call you.
Okay, sir. Okay, listen. Actually, nothing but we increasing the current, the magnetic flux also increasing. The current is flowing through the circuit. Suppose the current is 1 ampere. Actually, constant flows does not create the change in a magnetic flux. Suppose we increasing the current value, it is a 2 ampere through 3 ampere. The magnetic fluxes changes linearly. Therefore, magnetic flux is directly proportional to I. Therefore, we removing the proportionality, we adding the constant L. Pi is equal to L into I. L is nothing but it is called the self inductance. Okay, pi is the magnetic fluxes, nothing but directly proportional to the current. Therefore, the current is increasing, magnetic field is increasing. The current is decreasing, magnetic field also decreasing. Therefore, pi is equal to L into I. Okay. Therefore, L is nothing but a coefficient of self inductance. Therefore, L is equal to pi divided by I. Okay, this is a formula of self inductance. L is equal to pi divided by I. Therefore, we substitute in this equation minus d by dt, induced EMF is equal to pi value is equal to, in this equation we substitute pi value, pi is equal to L into I. Therefore, L is constant, di by dt. Induced EMF in the circuit is equal to L into di divided by dt. This is a formula for self inductance. This is a formula for self-inductance. Actually, inductance is two type. One is a self-inductance, then another one is a mutual inductance. Self-inductance is nothing but the current flowing in the one circuit. It changes the magnetic flux in the same circuit. Okay, it happened in only one circuit. This is called self-inductance. Already we know the formula. Induced EMF is equal to pi is equal to minus d pi by dt. Already we know the pi is directly proportional to the current. Actually, Faraday also conclude the same result in the his experiment. Actually, already we have studied in the last class Faraday's experiment. By changing the magnetic flux of the circuit, it creates the induced EMF, or increasing the current or decreasing the current. Both are produce the induced EMF. Therefore, pi is directly proportional to I. Therefore, pi is equal to L into I. Therefore, L is equal to pi by I. Okay. Then substitute an equation d by dt. L is constant, di by dt. Therefore, induced EMF in a self inductance is equal to pi is equal to L into di divided by dt. All of you copy the derivation. Varsha, can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mithun, switch on the camera.
Completed, sir.
Now write the question. The flux linked with the coil is 0.8 Weber when 2 ampere current is flowing through it. If this current beings to increase at the rate of 400 ampere per second, the induced EMF in the coil will be. Okay, actually the flux linked with the coil is pi value is given 0.8 Weber. Okay, when 2 ampere current is flowing through it, if this current beings to increase at the rate of 400 ampere per second, then induced EMF in the coil will be. Actually, now we studied the formula pi is equal to L into pi. Now we studied self-inductance formula pi is equal to L into pi. Therefore, pi value is given and the L value we don't know the value. The I value is also given. Then we have to find the L first. What is the L value? L value is a 0.4 Henry. Actually, unit of the inductance is Henry. It is a one scientist name. Then E is equal to L into di by dt. Then find the answer.
One 60-volt.
160 volt. Then E is equal to 0.4 into di by dt is given 400. if the current beings to increase at the rate of 400 ampere per second, therefore di by dt value is 400, therefore 0.4 into 400, 160 volt. Is equal to 0.4 into 400, it is a 160 volt. Harihara Sudan, can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Completed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
A closed coil with the resistance R is placed in the magnetic field. The flux linked with the coil is F. The magnetic field is suddenly reversed in the direction. The charges that flow through the coil will be, it is a spinning state. A closed coil with a resistance R is placed in a magnetic field. The flux linked with the coil is F. The magnetic field is suddenly reversed in direction. The charge that flow through the coil will be F by 2R, F by R, 2F by R, 0. Which option is correct? First, can you understand my question? A closed coil, it is a self-inductance coil. Okay, a closed coil with the resistance R is placed in the magnetic field. The flux linked with the coil is F. It means phi is replaced by F. If the magnetic field is suddenly reversed in the direction, the charges that flow through the coil will be, we have to find the charge. Actually, Q is equal to d pi by R. Okay, Q is equal to d pi by R. Therefore, 2F by R is correct. Do you know the Q is equal to 2 pi by R? Q is equal to d pi by R. Do you know the formula? Actually, the main formula is equal to Q is equal to pi by R. Okay, Q is equal to, we substitute 2 pi by R. Listen, I is equal to, all of you know the I formula. What is I formula? I is equal to dq by dt, right? Then dq is equal to I into dt, right? Therefore, dq is equal to I is equal to v by r into dt, right? Therefore, dq is equal to v is written as a d pi by dt by r into dt. Okay. Therefore, dt cancel. Therefore, dq is equal to d pi by r. This is a formula for charge. It is a, next we take the integration. Q is equal to pi by r. All of you know the formula. Just listen step by step. Listen. I is equal to dq by dt. All of you know the current formula. I is equal to charge per unit time. Then rearrange the formula. dq is equal to I into dt. Okay. Then dq is equal to I is equal to V by R. All of you know the I is equal to V by R. V is equal to IR. Ohm's law. Harihara Sudan, do you know the Ohm's law? Okay, okay. I is equal to V by R. Actually, induced EMF and voltage both are same, right? Induced EMF and voltage both are same. Therefore, instead of voltage, we substitute d pi by dt, right? In this equation, this is considered as a first equation. In first equation, we substitute V instead of, we already know V is equal to d pi by dt. Then substitute in this equation d pi by dt. Then rearrange, R becomes, go to the numerator, it is a 1 by R. Then dt cancel. Therefore, this equation becomes dq is equal to d pi by R. Then removing the differentiation, q is equal to pi by R. Removing the differentiation with the help of integration. All of you know the integration and differentiation. One class I took the differentiation. Do you know the integration and differentiation? Already you have studied in 11th standard. Harsha,
I know differentiation, sir. I don't know integration.
oh, don't know integration. Okay, listen, integration is nothing but we removing the differentiation. Actually, the integration simple as, yes, do you know the dq? dq is nothing but integration of dq is differentiation and integration is cancelled. The value becomes q. Okay, therefore integration of d pi is equal to differentiation and integration is cancelled. Therefore, the q becomes pi by r. Okay, now the pi is replaced by, in some the flux linked with the coil is F. Therefore, option 2 is correct. Actually, the solution is wrong. Actually, the formula is Q is equal to not 2 pi by R, actually pi by R. Okay, all of you know that Q is equal to pi by R. Therefore, the option 2 is correct. Okay, option 3 is wrong. Okay, is wrong. Option 2 is correct. Actually, F by R is the correct option. Option 2 is correct. All of you copy that. Any doubts in the mathematical calculations? Any mathematical steps? Do you have any doubts? Hari Harsivan, Jason, Mithun.
No, sir.
Completed. completed? Whether copied? The next question, in a coil of area 10 centimeters square and turns with the magnetic field directed perpendicular to the plane is changing at the rate of 10 power 8 gas per second. The resistance of the coil is 20. The current in the coil will be 5 into 10 power 8. The coil of area is given 10 centimeters square and 10 turns with magnetic field directed perpendicular to the plane and is changing at the rate of 10 power 8 gas per second. The resistance of the coil is 20 ohm. The current in the coil will be, how to find the current? Actually, before we find the current, we have to find the induced EMF because the current is I is equal to V by R. First, we find the V value. V value formula is nothing but d pi by dt. Okay. Then substitute. Actually, the value of the area is given. Number of turns is given. Listen. E is equal to E by R. 1 by R into E value is equal to NA dV by dt. Listen, this is a formula is equal to d pi by dt. D by dt. Pi value is equal to B dot A. B dot A N. Therefore, actually now only A is constant, number of turns is constant, only changing value is dB by dt. Right? First to find the value of induced EMF. Okay. First to find the value of induced EMF, the formula is equal to d pi by dt. Pi value is equal to b dot a dot n. All the values are given. B value is given, a value is given, and n value also given. Okay. dB by dt is equal to 10 power 8. Then area of the coil is 10 centimeter square. The number of turns is 10. Convert the centimeter square to meter square. It means 10 centimeter square is converted to meter square is 10 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Okay. The number of turns is given. Then find the E value first. Find the induced EMF value.
Ten
Good.
6.
The answer is 5 ampere. Actually, gas 1 Tesla is equal to 10 power 4 gas model. The given is dB by dt is equal to 10 power 8. It is a gas per second. Convert the gas is, it is multiplied with 10 power minus 4. Okay. Actually, listen. B is equal to 10 centimeter square. 10 centimeter square is converted to areas 10 into 10 power minus 4. Okay. Area values over. number of turns is n, 10 values over. dB by dt value becomes 10 power 8 gas per second. Gas is a CGS value. SI value is it is a Tesla. Okay, do you know the Tesla? 1 Tesla is equal to 10 power 4 gas. Therefore, convert the gas to Tesla as 10 power 8 into 10 power minus 4. Therefore, this is a V value. V divided by R is equal to 20. Therefore, cancel out all the values. I becomes 5 ampere. Okay. First, write the given. All the given value is converted to SI units. Okay. Actually, centimeter square is a CGS unit. Then gas is also CGS unit. We should convert the centimeter square to meter square and gas to gas to Tesla. Okay. Gas is a CGS unit. We should convert the gas to Tesla. Just to multiply with 10 power minus 4. Okay. Actually, one gas is equal to, actually this is wrong. One gas is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. This is a format. Okay. One gas is given. Gas is converted to Tesla is just to multiply with 10 power minus 4. One gas is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Therefore, 10 power 8 gas is equal to 10 power 8 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Completed.
Yes, sir.
Actually, to measure the field B between the poles of an electromagnet, a small test loop of area 1 centimeter square, resistance 10 ohm, and turns is pulled out of it. A galvanometer shows that the total charge is 2 microcoulomb passed through the loop. The value of B is, how to find the value of B? Actually, first write the given. This is option 0.001 Tesla, 0.01 Tesla, 0.1 Tesla. Then fourth option is 1 Tesla. How to find the value of B? Which formula is suitable, Varsha? Actually, first the given is area, resistance, turns, and the total charge is also given. Already we used the Q is equal to pi by R. This formula Q is equal to pi by R. Q is equal to pi by R. Already I am derived in this class. Pi is equal to N V A divided by R. We have to find B. Therefore, B is equal to Q into R divided by N into A. Then substitute and find the answer.
0.01 Tesla.
0.01 Tesla. Okay. Direct cancel out. We have to find the final answer as B is equal to 0.01 Tesla. Okay. The next question. If an inductor coil, the current increases from 0 to 6 ampere in 0.3 seconds, by which an induced EMF of 60 volt is produced in it. The value of coefficient of self-inductance of the coil is 1 Henry, 1.5 Henry, 2 Henry, 3 Henry. If an inductance coil, the current increases from 0 to 6 ampere in 0.3 seconds, by which an induced EMF of 60 volt is produced in it. The value of coefficient of self-inductance of coil is. Which formula is suitable? Self-inductance formula B is equal to L into di by dt minus L into di by dt. This is the formula. Then substitute and find the answer.
Three Henrys.
Yes. Okay. Just nothing but di by dt is actually the del I by del t. It means I in final minus I in initial. I in final is equal to 6. Initial is 0 by 0.3. Therefore, L is equal to 60 into 0.3 divided by 6. 10 times. Therefore, 0.3 into 10. 3 Henry is the answer. Completed. Whether copied, Mithun, Jason.
Yes, sir.
Actually, listen. This class we studied. It is a self-inductance. Actually, mutual inductance is nothing but same. Listen. Consider the two coils is placed near to each other. Okay, one coil is connected with the battery, another one coil is simply connected with the galvanometer, or just it is a one closed loop. Okay, this is a coil L1, this is a coil L2. This is called mutual inductance. Nothing but the current is flowing through the circuit one. It produces the magnetic flux. It affects the coil L2. Okay. Therefore, pi is equal to directly proportional to I. Now, self-inductance, we just change the constant value L instead of I M. Okay. Actually, in self-inductance, we using the formula pi is equal to L dot I, but mutual inductance we use M. Okay. Mutual inductance is nothing but the current is flowing through the one coil. It produces the magnetic flux. We changing the magnetic flux in the coil L1. It affects the coil L2. Okay. The induced EMF produced in the coil 2 also. Okay. This is the induced EMF in mutual inductance. This is also have a same formula. Pi is equal to M into di divided by dt. It's similar to the self-inductance. Self-inductance formula pi is equal to L into di divided by dt. Mutual inductance is equal to M into di divided by dt. Okay, both have a same, but this is the difference between the self-inductance and mutual inductance. Self-inductance is nothing but the coil is flow in the current is flowing through in one circuit. It produces the induced EMF in the same circuit. But mutual inductance, the current is flowing in the first circuit, but the induced EMF is produced in the second circuit. Okay, this is also have a same phenomena. We increasing the current, induced EMF is also increasing. Therefore, we using the inductance self coefficient of mutual inductance is M. Okay, coefficient of self inductance is L. Okay, can you understand? Same formula. This is a formula. Then find the induced EMF. Same formula. ES is equal to 5 into change in current is equal to primary coil 3 ampere by 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond is equal to milli value becomes 1 into 10 power minus 3. Therefore, ES is equal to the coefficient of mutual inductance of a coil is given 5 Henry. Therefore, M is 5 Henry. Change in current is equal to DI primary is equal to 3 ampere. And at the time of 1 millisecond, therefore, ES value becomes, which is correct.
Fifteen kilowatts.
Yes, actually, 5 threes are simply 15. Then 10 power minus 3 go to the numerator. It is a 10 power plus 3. 10 power plus 3 is a kilo. Therefore, 15 kilovolt is answer. Therefore, option 3 is correct. The next question. There are two batteries A and B having the same EMF. A has no internal resistance and B has some internal resistance. A solenoid is connected to a first A. So deleted. The rate of change of current needed to induce an EMF in 8 volt and 0.1 Henry coils. Oh, this is easy. Find the answer. The rate of change of current needed to induce an EMF 8 volt and 0.1 Henry coils.
ET ampere.
Yes, 80 ampere is correct. Now if you copy that,
Completed, sir. EMF, self-inductance of the sound is geometry. Self-inductance of the property of the coil by virtue by which the coil opposes the change in the current flowing through it. Changes the current flowing through it.
Asha, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, completed. Mithun.
Yes, sir.
A current of 2 ampere is passed through the coil of 100 turns to produce a flux of 0.5 microweber. Self-inductance of the coil is. Find the self-inductance of the coil. Find the self-inductance. This is very easy question.
2.5 into 10 power minus 4.
2.5 into 10 power
Minus 4.
yes. Actually, the answer is 1 2s are 500. Therefore, 5 into 5, 25 into 10 power 2 into 10 power minus 7 is equal to L. Therefore, 25 into 10 power minus 5 is equal to L. Therefore, L is equal to 2.5 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Option 1 is right. 2.5 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Copy the answer. Method completed.
Yes, sir.
The current in the coil is changed from 5 ampere to 10 ampere in 10 power minus 2 second, and EMF is 50 millivolt is induced in coil nearby it. The mutual inductance of the coil is. What is the mutual inductance of the coil? We have to find the M. Find the value of the M. Which option is correct? Actually, the given is induced EMF is given, and di divided by dt is equal to 10 minus 5 by 10 power minus 2. Change in current is equal to 5 ampere to 10 ampere. Therefore, subtract from final to initial. Therefore, 10 minus 5 is equal to 5 divided by the given second is equal to 10 power minus 2 second. Then substitute the induced EMF. Then rearrange. Then we have to find the answer. Final answer is 100 millihenry. Sorry, microhenry. Vasha, any doubts? It is
Sir,
easy. Uh, Completed, madam. Actually, 50 into 10 power minus 3, m into 5 divided by 10 power minus 2, 5 cancel, 10. Therefore, m is equal to 10 into 10 power minus 3 into 10 power minus 2. Then it is written as a 10 into 10 power minus 5. 10 into 10 power minus 5. Then multiply and divide by 10. Therefore, 100 into 10 power minus 6. Therefore, 100 microhenry. Okay. Actually, 10 into 10 power minus 5, it is converted to a just multiply 10 divided by 10. Okay. Because 10 power minus 5 is not a correct unit. Actually, 10 power minus 5 does not have any specific name. Okay. Therefore, 10 power minus 5 is converted to the milli, just multiply and divided by 10. 110 is multiply with integer number 10. 10 into 10, 100. Therefore, 10 power minus 5 divided by 10. 10 power 1 go to the numerator, is 10 power minus 1. Therefore, 10 power minus 5, 10 power minus 1 is it become 10 power minus 6. Okay, therefore 100 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, Pasha, can you understand?
Yes.
Two inductance coil made of different metal wires are having the same inductance, but the time constant are in the ratio is a deleted question. Listen, a coil is rotated in a uniform magnetic field about an axis perpendicular to the field. The EMF induced in the coil would be maximum and the plane of coil is, which option is correct? A coil is rotated in a uniform magnetic field about an axis perpendicular to the field. The EMF induced in the coil would be maximum and the plane of coil is
Parallel to field.
parallel to the field. But answer is perpendicular to the field. E is equal to d pi by dt. B is equal to, actually this formula is wrong. Actually parallel to the field is right. Am I right? Actually formula is equal to b dot a cos theta. Okay. But now it shows b a sine. Actually it is wrong. B dot a cos theta. Therefore cos 0 becomes 1. Actually parallel to the field is correct. Okay. Actually E is equal to B dot A cos theta. This line is fully wrong. Perpendicular to the field also wrong. B dot A cos theta, cos parallel to the field is cos 0. Therefore option 1 is correct. Okay. Parallel to the field. Okay, any doubts?
No, sir.